oregano, cilantro, parsley, saving tons on buying herbs, if only the time would grow. I know, I want to plant some for next year. I know it's a little bit late now because we're going to have the cold weather coming soon. So I'm actually need to go de-weed the garden outside. And then I'm going to get some plant pots and start planting some herbs for next year. I have got some herbs down at the farm, but I would like to grow some like rosemary and, you know, some other things as well. So just having my own garden, you know, I can just quickly grab it if I need it. Whatever, who cares about spelling? As long as I can read it, right? Me spiel guy. What? Now you're being silly. Now you're being silly. Right, okay, so let's put this away. So. Okay. Let's cut these up. We also need to give them a little wash, so very important. I'm just going to cut right down the middle of the spring onions itself. So you're basically just opening them up so you can get the water in the inside to wash out the soil. So. Hey Chef, hey Joker, what's up buddy? How you doing? Welcome back. How's your Tuesday, buddy? Yeah, I'm gonna be tossing some herbs in, I'm sure. The dill stalks are like cm thick now, so same with the cilantro. See, a lot of people think like they're not good to use, but do you know what? The stalks have actually got beautiful flavor, got a nice little texture to it, so you can, you know, chuck them into salads and stuff. You can like finely dice the stalks really nicely. And they make great like kind of salads, or like, oh, what's that flavor in there, or, you know, they're good to use. Unless they're like really woody or something like that. Say for example like rosemary kind of stalks, they're very woody. But you know what I mean. If they're good to go, then, you know, you can use them. Fresh grown oregano as well. Fantastic. Fantastic. Right, let's dice this up very nicely. I'll just take these ends off so we get a nice little bit of... Now, I did say I was going to do it coarsely. I didn't want it like super fine, right? So... I'm not very good. Oh no, buddy. I got a light flu. Some stuff's happening, but I'm having food, so I guess I'm alright. Well, I hope you feel better soon. I hope you feel better soon, my friend. Fingers. What's your fingers? Right. There we go. Right, let's grab ourselves a... Let's get rid of those little stalky things that we don't want. The top and tail. So we're going to put this into a nice clear bowl. Add all those beautiful flavors in there. Ooh. Also could do with getting the lettuce out and washing that, but I'm going to add the lettuce last thing, because if we add the lime juice and everything, it's going to kind of wilt the lettuce down. So I might keep the lettuce mixed in last second before we plate it, but I do need to wash some, so we'll get that in a colander very shortly. Do you have any like tips for like perfect mashed potato, chef? So for kind of perfect mashed potato, in my opinion, depending on how much butter and milk, a lot of people have differentiations and say lots of butter, lots of milk, and depends if you want it like super creamy, if you still want to have a thick consistency but some nice butteriness to it. It really does depend. So one of the most important points for making mashed potato donkasu is once they're cooked, don't let them carry on cooking. If you see like a very like cloudy water with your potatoes, you've overcooked them. They've cooked far too much and they're going to be really sloppy. A first point I would probably say is make sure you peel them, wash them, peel them, and cut them to equal sizes. If you cut them equal sizes, they'll all cook the same. If you have one big, one small, the small's going to overcook, the big one's not going to cook in time, so make sure you cut them even sizes. Now, when you drain the potatoes off, drain them off in the colander, put them back into the pan, put the pan back onto a medium heat, and get a spoon just to mix it up for about 30 seconds just to really dry out those potatoes. And then either using a masher or a ricer to put them through. You can put some milk and butter on the stove to melt and bring up to like a simmer. Careful you don't overboil it. It'll go everywhere. And then just add little by little while you're mashing and ricing. You should be good to go. A bit of seasoning, obviously. Salt and pepper. Some people like to put cream cheese in their mashed potato, or if they like creme fraiche. You know, if you want to diverse and add some stuff like that, that's fine. Or you can even do cream cheese and chive if you wanted to. Lots of options there. So if you just want a straightforward mashed potato, that's a good way to go. Right, I hope that's helped a little bit. Butter and cream and milk, yeah, you could use that. I like leaving the skins on, using the cream cheese, yeah. If you wanted to leave the skins on, that's an option. Excellent. Hi, Chef. Hey, I'm Gabe. What's up, buddy? How you doing? How's your day going? How's things? Wait, you don't leave the skin on? No, I don't leave the skins on. You can leave them on if you want to. You know, it's optional. Yes, there is like a difference between like Mex and Italian oregano. Oh, fantastic. Gabe, do I know you? Do I know you at all? Destoni, welcome back, buddy. It's good to have you here. Well, how's your Tuesday going, my friend? Cook the potatoes with the skin and then peel them. Makes them a lot less taste. You know, whichever you prefer. If you're used to having the skins on, I've always grown up without the skins. You know, whichever you prefer. I mean, the skins do have a lot more nutrients and things in them, but if you want a smooth, creamy mashed potato without the skins, but, you know, optionals. Whatever you kind of used to, guys. There's no right and wrong with it. Cook the potatoes with the skin and then peel them. Makes them, like, keep a lot of taste. Yeah. I watched a mashed potato recipe on the Bon Appetit, and they had like 2 sticks of butter for like 8 potatoes. Wow. Usually, the most I've ever seen in my career with butter, right? We were doing like, my chef put on like 7 or 8 packs of butter, and the packets, not sticks, is about roughly 200 grams, so it was about 1 kilo of butter. And we used, I can't remember how much potatoes. It wasn't a lot. It was like a pan full of potatoes. And he was just making the mash on the stove. Obviously pured it, mashed it, you know, on the stove. Adding the butter little by little until it was like super wet. And then putting it back on, drying it out, and then adding more again. It was very, very rich, but it was like a heart attack in a pan. It was pretty bad, but very tasty though for fine dining. Good to hear. Making chorizo and eggs tacos. Ooh, sounds very delicious. Sounds very delicious, my friend. I hope you enjoy it, Destoni. I have a bunch of Yukon Gold and red potatoes need to be eaten. Have some baby leeks in the garden. I'm going to make a potato and leek soup this week. Ooh, that sounds delightful, Rami. Right, so be very careful when you're taking the stone out. You don't need to go crazy with it, all right? So literally just put it near the stone, just a little tap, turn it, and you don't need to pull in force on it, guys. Just very easily let the knife come out. It's as simple as that. You don't need to put pressure on it. You'll end up having an accident. Do it that way with little pressure, little ease. Nice and safe. I will take a bite for you. I'm sure you will. Sounds like mashed butter than potatoes. Oh, it was very very rich and creamy. But yeah, it was like probably more butter than potatoes. But it was very nice, but just not very good for you. Yes, a Bon Appetit, and the butter turned into potatoes yellow. They got so much. And then they added creme, or cream, right? Peeling an avocado. Why not just use a spoon? You could do, but I want to dice this. I don't want to mash it up, Frosty Brew. So hence why I was just taking it off, because I'm going to dice it up now. But yeah, you could do if you wanted to. If you're going to mash it up and make a puree, but I don't want to mash it up. I want to keep the shape. So hence why I was just peeling the skin, and now I'm going to dice it. So be very, very careful. Slice it long ways. I don't like mashed potato with like too much butter or cream. It makes me feel like too creamy and fatty and can't eat it. Pretty much too rich, right? Yeah, I'm kind of the same. I just like a little bit of milk, a little bit of butter. Don't go too crazy. But, you know, everyone has their ways. I think there's a lot of ways of doing mashed potato, and how you prefer it or how you like it, that's absolutely fine. You know, do it the way you guys like it and the way you guys enjoy it. It's the most important thing. I know you probably get this bunch. Is there like an easy way to tell at the store if the avocado is ripe before you buy it? Yeah, pretty much. So the main thing you're kind of looking for is the feel. Have a feely avocado. If it's like pretty much soft, you can feel it squeezy, it's good to go. Now, depending on how long you're going to keep it in your house and when you're going to use it. If you're going to use it that same day you're buying it, I would look for it a little bit more softer. If you're looking for it in a couple of days, just a little bit soft but not too firm, and it then depends on what you're using it for. If you're going to use it for this, you know, to dice up, Don't get it too ripe. If you want it for guacamole, you want it super ripe, right? So you just kind of, it's the feel more than anything. And also you can have a look as well by removing the nut at the top. If you want to see if it's like really dark and black in there, that avocado's gone. Don't pick it up. So if it's looking good, you should be fine. Those are usually good indications. Anthony Bourdain said the largest taste difference between home and restaurant food is butter or oil or a lot of both. Yeah, I agree. Very much agree. Awesome chef, Anthony Bourdain. Read one of his books, sorry, that you guys bought me off my Amazon wish list, and I love it. He's a great chap. One of the funniest things that made me laugh when I was reading it, right, was when he was talking about like how much you've eaten for like breakfast. Some people have eaten so much, right, and it's a true fact that if you'll know if you've eaten too much, you can't bend down to tie your shoelaces, and you'll just feel pain. It's so true, though, isn't it? If you've eaten far too much, you can't bend down. Right. So let's dice this up very nicely. So I feel like one avocado will be plenty for this salad. Fantastic. We're going to add the lime juice now. If we need a little bit more, that's fine. My coif. Oh, your wife has trained me over 10 years of buying food for avocados. That's fantastic. I mean, yeah, if you're very familiar with it, that's good. It's also good manners to test the feel of the avocado on the stem rather than the sides to avoid bruising it. Yeah, that's true. That's very, very good point there, Gaia. So just like kind of the top. I don't do that. Chef, you rude bugger. Yeah, I am. Sorry. But that's a nice point. But I feel like sometimes maybe that might be tough at the top and soft in the middle. So when you go to kind of squeeze it, don't squeeze it so hard. Just give it a little squeeze. You know, you'll be able to tell the feel for it. You don't need to go putting your finger through it. She also trained me on buying like good limes and lemons. Fantastic. If the avocado is so ripe that it bruises from light touch, then I wouldn't buy it. Yeah, it's usually overripe then. Usually pretty much brown inside, not very fresh. So, you know, and also depends on where you're living as well. Sometimes you just can't get really good avocados. I know in the UK it was pretty tough to find some decent quality avocados because, you know, living in New Mexico, we're pretty close, so it's easy to get super fresh avocados. So, you know, it also depends on availability and like where you're living as well. Just bearing that in mind. Okay, let's give this a little mix up. Avocado is always yelling guacamole to me. Yeah, I like guacamole. It's very nice. But you can do lots of other things with avocado as well. It doesn't have to be cheeky guac. It's interesting things about avocados is they start to ripen after you pick them. Yeah, they can do. And if you want them to ripen further, you know, put them in a brown bag or, you know, those kind of little tricks as well. That's always a kind of a good one as well to do. So, you know, those kind of things is always good. Good to try out if you need to kind of ripen it up. Right, I'm going to chuck some stalks in here. I'm going to give this a little bit of a wash as well. Right, as much as they cost, they better be good. Yeah, exactly. They're very expensive, so always pick a good one, right? I had an excellent free avocados in Social. Now they live in like Vegas, so I have crappy expensive avocados. Oh, that sucks. I'm off, Chef. Catch you tomorrow. I'm going to rest my arm. Yeah, dude, definitely. Please go rest your arm. Go get some rest. Matt, have a great day. I'm not here tomorrow. I'm going to be off, Matt. So if you're wondering where I am, I'm going to the dentist tomorrow. So I'm taking the day off. I'll be back on Thursday for that beautiful pork ramen. So don't expect me to be here tomorrow. I'm not here. So Thursday. They only do, Chef. They don't ripen on the tree. That's not true. They do ripen up once they're off. Depends on how unripe they are, though. But they do ripen up off the tree. Best guac I've ever had was like guac de gallo. What's de gallo? Sorry, Dove, I didn't pronounce that one right. So what's in there? I feel like peppers and things, right? Or explain it to me. Explain it to me. Right, so let's finally dice this up. Okay, Chef, no worries. No worries, amigo. Rest up. Much loves. I hope you feel better. Best way. So what's the pico de gallo? Has it got... I remember somebody saying this to me before, and I kind of knew what it was, and I've forgotten what it is now. Pico de gallo, yeah? It's like a... Oh, like a... Oh, we add like a tomato salsa to it. I'm with you now. Yeah, my wife loves that. Whenever we, like, have, like, guac, she likes to add salsa to it. So, pretty much what that is. So, I remember now. Okay, I'm with you. I'm with you now. It sounded familiar. I was like, sounds familiar, but I can't remember what it is. I do remember now. But yeah, salsa in the guac. Spelled it wrong. That's okay, buddy. There's no problem. We got there in the end. That's the most important thing. So a bit of cilantro in there as well. I feel like I need to add some of those fresh little, juicy, little, beautiful tomatoes as well. I might do that separately because I don't want to add the tomatoes for my wife. So I'm going to make it, and I'm going to slice some of those tomatoes to go on the plate. So and these little beautiful radishes we're going to slice up as well. I'm going to give them a wash. So we've got a bit of lime juice in there. What else did I want in there? Some jalapenos. Was I going to put jalapenos in there? No, I wasn't I? So we've got the avocado, the scallions, the lime juice, a little pinch of salt. Oh, and the cucumber, of course. Can't be an avocado and cucumber salad if you don't add the cucumber, chef, you know. I thought I was missing something. So, where's my cucumber? Deeba-dooba-dooba-doos. Where did I put my cucumber? I think it's in here. I did buy one. Oh, I got it. I got it. Magic. Okay, so let's give it a little bit of a... Give this a little cheeky wash as well, and we'll give this a dice. Twitter and Twitch are making me stupid. That's okay. When I type in chat, I'm always misspelling something or typing something too fast. Or don't worry about it, amigo. It's all good. Right. So I'd say about half. Yeah, would be good. So let's dice this up. Watch your fingers. And what we want to do, pretty much the same dice as the avocado. You don't want the fleshy seeds in there. You can eat them, or you can add them. I'm going to add them. So refreshing. Cucumber is one of these most refreshing things. I love it. It's one of my favorites. Not everyone loves cucumber, but me, it's one of my favorites, especially when it comes to salads. Zucchini. No. Cucumber. Cucumber. I knew pico de gallo from Mucho Burrito. Awesome. Awesome. How you doing today, Gabe? How's things? Hope you're having a lovely day. It's good to have you here. That's too big, cucumber, to make me feel so weird. Too big. It's actually pretty short. These are actually the decent ones. Usually cucumbers are usually about yay big. The other different types you can get. But these ones are pretty short, so a little different. These are... I mean... I want to see what size cucumbers you buy, because these are pretty small. Right. Beautiful. So what we're going to do is dice this up very nicely. Cheeky Kappa. You're having a Kappa day, are you, Gabe? Right, so let's dice this up very nicely. Watch your fingers. Chef is used to English cucumbers. Yeah, the super long ones. That's the ones. I actually prefer these ones. They're like so fresh. We do have these ones, but they're the organic ones that we can get hold of. So so we do have them in the country, but the supermarkets are just filled with the crappy long ones. They got no flavor or taste to them at all. They're horrible. Right. Okay. So put that away. That's going to go straight into the bowl as well. Have a little bit of pinch of salt in there. So let's give this a nice little mix up. Little touch of salt in there, not too crazy. And then we're going to get the salad. I mix the salad in there. We just need to give that a little bit of a wash. Little cheeky bit of Salt Bay. Why not? Right, so let's put this away. Put that away. We'll give that a mix up, a little taste. and then we'll adjust it if we need to. If we need a little bit more lime juice, or you know, whichever. Hey Connor, welcome back, buddy. How's it going? I might place cucumbers are only like half of that or 2/3. What, like that? So like kind of mini cucumbers, are they? I think you're getting confused maybe with gherkins, possibly, my friend. Or pickling. Those are a different type. Connor, thank you so much for the host, buddy. How's things? How are you doing today? Welcome on back. Hope you're doing well. Had some cornichons today. I think that's my favorite cucumber. Cornichons, very mini ones. But yeah, you can get them in all sorts of sizes and varieties. You can even buy the mini cucumbers from like Trader Joe's and things like that. I've seen them in there. I've used them a few times. They're pretty good. They're pretty alright. Right, so look. Oh my gosh, so good. So you got the spring onion, the lime juice, the saltiness, that creamy avocado. Delicious. So good. Absolutely great for a salad. So much burst going on. So, let's get a cheeky video on the go. Make that salad spicy. We've already got a kick from the jalapeno, so I'm not going to make too much more spicy. And we got some spice in the chicken, so I'm going to make it nice and refreshing. So, otherwise everything will be spicy. Right? Cool. Another video done for the old Instagram. So good. Right. So we already got jalapeno in the dip. There's jalapeno on the chicken, so we're not adding spice to the salad. Otherwise, everything will be spicy. You want a bit of variation, guys. Ranger Cleric, thank you so much for the follow. How you doing today, my friend? How's things? Hope you're doing well, and hope you're doing good. Oh, chef, I'm making a special pie for the contest, Wizards of the Coast. We're having for their new set of Magic the Gathering cards. So I'll definitely post some pictures of the finished project. Oh, fantastic! Yeah, let me know how it goes. If you want any help with anything, just give me a PM, man. I'm more than happy to help. True Dip, how's the spice? That's what the dip has got, spice. You want more chili? We're not having chili in there, my friend. Salad would probably be very refreshing, though. Yes, you want to have a bit of contrast. You want some refreshing. You want to have the heat. You don't want everything spicy. It doesn't quite work like that. Or in my opinion, it doesn't. But you can disagree. That's fine. Right. Salad. Where are we going to put this? Somewhere sensible. What can I do with it? I'm going to put it there. Let's move that cucumber out the way. Okay. Perfect. So, let's wash this. We'll get the salad out, and we should be good to go. So let me just put this under the sink, under the cold water, shall I say? Not literally under the sink, because that'll be with the cleaning products, right? So let's give this a little cheeky wash. Dry this up very nicely. Take the leaves off. I'm going to slice some of these nice little fresh radishes. I'm waiting for that kick, guys.